Hello, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to start with the sentences. So let's see that how many types of sentences are there. Okay, the first one is going to be assertive. Assertive sentences. So the assertive sentences are going to be like a affirmative in the affirmative form, which are positive. Okay, so like for example, he is careful. Now he is careful is a positive sentence. So that is going to be known as assertive sentence. What we need to be very careful about that the starting of this sentence, the first word, he, the H should be capital and there should be a full stop at the end. To make the sentence proper, it should always start with a capital letter. Okay. It always start with a capital letter and it always end with a full stop with a question mark. Okay, or an exclamation mark. So just make sure that a sentence always end with a full stop, question mark, or an exclamation mark. Let me just give you one more example of assertive sentences. Like Pawan is an intelligent student. Now you can see over here I've started with Pawan. Now Pawan is already a proper noun and a noun should always be a start with a capital letter, and I have ended the sentence with a full stop. So all the sentences which actually tells you about something or give you any kind of details, they are known as assertive sentences. Apart from that assertive sentences, it can also be known as declarative. Okay, so it can also be known as declarative sentence because they are actually declaring something, declaring any kind of information or data. Clear? So our second part is interrogative. I believe you can understand by this term interrogative, interrogation. So these interrogative sentences actually ask about something, okay, a kind of information. So questions which are raised are known as interrogative sentences and they always end with a question mark. Okay, the first thing is the interrogative sentences will always end with a question mark. Let's see an example over here. The first example is, whose copy is this? However, we should not use copy word. Instead of copy, we should use notebook. Alright, this should be the perfect one. So I'm going to remove this copy over here. And rather than I will write notebook. So whose notebook is this? And a question mark. Alright, let's see a second example over here. What are the children doing? Okay, what are the children doing? Now you can just see over here that all the sentences, they are ending with a question mark, and one more thing, they are all in capital letters. So you have to keep in mind that you have to start the sentence with a capital form, with a capital letter, and always end the sentence with a question mark. Alright, let's see a third example over here. How old are you? Which is a very basic sentence. I am giving you very simple sentences. As of now, I am not starting with the complex one. Did you finish your lunch? Okay, and a question mark. So all the sentences are starting with a capital one and ending with a question mark, and all of them are interrogative, where they are actually asking you a question. I believe you are able to understand this and you understood the format, the sequence. Now the Hindi version of this topic, sentences, is available in the link in the description. So if you want to watch the same video in Hindi, so you can just go through the channel. That is another channel which I have made, and there I will only upload Hindi videos. All the English content that will be in Hindi, but I would suggest you to go through with the English version. That would benefit your language skills. So our third type is imperative. Imperative sentences. Now imperative sentences are which actually makes request. Okay, like request, they gives command. Okay, request and command, or even advice as well. So these kind of sentences are known as imperative sentences. Now imperative sentences, let me just give you one example over here. We always heard this thing from our doctors, dentists, and our parents as well. Brush your teeth regularly. Now over here, this is a command, brush your teeth regularly. Apart from that, stand up and answer this question. Now this can be heard by a teacher. This one is a command again. A request also you can say. Stay away from fire. Stay away from fire. This can be said as an advice. Please give me, or I can say, please let me help you. Let me help you. Okay, now this one is again a request, or you can say either kindly help me, please help me, whatever you can, whatever you want, you can generate a sentence, and these kind of sentences are known as imperative. So the imperative sentences are like request, command, or advice, which gives the details like what kind of sentence it is. Now this one is the last one, exclamatory sentences. Okay, now exclamatory sentences which have exclamation mark, obviously, so it shows you okay, in the end there is an exclamation mark. Now let's see how or what kind of sentences we can have here. Like, wow, we have won the match. So here you shows an emotion, the kind of emotion that you are quite happy that you have won the match. So sentences which actually expresses some strong and sudden feelings and emotions. Okay, it can be a surprise. So these kinds of sentences, even shock as well, a kind of a tragedy, a shock. Okay, so or even pain as well. So these kinds of sentences requires an exclamation mark, and these are known as exclamatory sentences. Might be possible they actually start with an exclamation sentence, exclamation mark, or either they can end with an exclamation sentence. Now let's see another example over here. What a beautiful baby she is. Now here we are actually telling the beauty of a baby girl. So here we have ended the sentence with an exclamation mark. Now let's see another example. Now just notice over here that I'm starting the letter with a capital letter. All right, the sentences, they are starting with a capital letter. How exciting. How exciting the movie was. And again it was ended with an exclamation mark. Now here I'm just describing about the movie. Hooray, What a victory, and a full stop. So this is how you can just show the sudden express emotions as well. So let's see the exercise over here. The first one is Tina has brown and curly hair. I believe you can identify the problem over here. Tina. Okay. Tina is not the problem. The problem is with the letter. So T should be capital. Apart from that, a full stop is missing at the end. So you need to add a full stop. He was going to the market. Again, he needs to be capital. Every starting of a sentence needs to start with a capital letter. And again, I found that there is no full stop. Rohan has broken the glass. So I think everything is clear. Rohan is also capital, full stop is there. Now we has Rohan broken the glass? Question mark. Has Rohan broken the glass? Question mark. An interrogative. I'm sorry. I have to make this interrogative. Have you completed your homework? And a question mark. So in the interrogative sentences, we can make the imperative, the assertive and even the imperative as well into the interrogative one. How can we do that? By shifting the auxiliary verb and by adding a question mark at the end. So has Rohan broken the glass? Question mark. Have you completed your homework? Question mark. So this is how we can change the sentences. So let's see one more over here. I have hurt you. Okay. Now over here you can find out I is not in capital. Again, a full stop is not there. So I can change this one. I have hurt you. Now this one is assertive. Okay. I can change this into a question as well. Have I hurt you? With a question mark. Okay. So an assertive sentence actually turned into an interrogative sentence as well. Now let's see this one. Peter has gone for the class. I have added over here a full stop, but Peter is not in the capital form. So this is the mistake. This should be in the capital one. Now I have to make this again an interrogative. So has should come first. Has Peter gone for the class? Okay, everything will remain the same. Gone for the class, and at the end we need to add a question mark. So this is how you can change an assertive sentence into a question. Now I'm giving you imperative example. You need to solve it yourself. Apart from that, it is also in the jumbled form. So let's see if you can solve this one. Talk, do not loudly. Now these are the group of words and we need to arrange them in the correct order. So do will come first and it will become the capital one. Okay. Do not talk loudly with a full stop. So keep that in mind. Always start a sentence with a capital font and always end the sentence with a full stop. Now let's see another example over here. Carry box this, help please me too. Now let's see if you can make this sentence. So let's start with this. So let's start with please. Please, capital form. Please help me to carry this box and a full stop. So this is how you can construct the sentences and make them in the imperative form. Imperative form is connected with request, command or advice. Now let's move to the exclamation mark. Okay, now let's see these exclamation sentences. It is also in the jumbled form. So let's see. It how is hot. So it must be how hot it is. So how capital, okay, hot it is question mark. All right, I'm sorry, not the question mark, exclamation mark. Lost we oh no match the. So it should be oh no exclamation we lost the match and with a full stop. So keep that in mind, that all the sentences should start with a capital one and end with an exclamation or either with a full stop. How kind of you. So how kind of you question mark, I'm sorry, full stop. Grand idea what. So it should be like what a grand idea, okay, an exclamation mark. Now one more thing is there, what actually happens over here, what is used with idea which is a singular noun. Okay, if suppose it was ideas, then it should be just what grand ideas. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that what is used with a singular noun and what is used with a plural noun. Okay, whenever you are using this exclamation, this is quite useful and helpful for you. Like if I have to give you an example, what a beautiful hat. So I'm using over here what a beautiful hat, because there is only a single hat, so that is why what a. Okay, if I am saying over here what lovely eyes she has, exclamation. Now this what is actually connected with eyes, the noun, and that is in the plural form, so that is why it is what, not what a lovely eyes, what lovely eyes. And here what a beautiful hat, because there is only single hat. So that is all for today. I hope that you have understood all the concepts, and I believe that you have got the knowledge from this video. And if you like this video, please share it with others and subscribe to my channel, like this video. And if you want the Hindi version, that is actually in bilingual, so you can also get the link in the description.